Very good afternoon. You're watching the midday news on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Ashwarya Kapoor with you. Let us start the news bulletin with the top headlines. 90 crore people to vote in 2019 general elections. 7-phase poll between 11th of April and 19th of May. Simultaneous elections in Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim and Odisha states. Counting of votes on 23rd of May. Election Commission issues stringent social media guidelines for Lok Sabha elections. Political parties to only publish pre-certified advertisements online. Social media platforms to scan for fake news, abusive language. 3 militants, including 2 Jaish terrorists, killed in an encounter in South Kashmir's Tral. Pulwama terror attack mastermind also believed to be killed. President Ramnath Kovind confers the Padma Awards to 56 out of 112 personalities. Confers the Padma Bhushan posthumously upon veteran journalist Kuldeep Nair. Noted theatre personality and historian Baba Saheb Purandare also honoured with Padma Vibhushan. Ethiopian Airlines grounds its Boeing 737 fleet after 157 on board die in Sunday's air crash. 4 Indians among those killed after plane crashes 6 minutes after takeoff from Addis Ababa. Kickstarting a mega electoral battle, Election Commission announced the dates for the 17th Lok Sabha elections to begin from 11th of April and continue for over a month to 19th of May across the 7 phases, followed by counting of votes on 23rd of May. Elections of the Assembly will also be held in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and Odisha simultaneously with the Lok Sabha polls. Here is a detailed report.
The schedule to elect the 17th Lok Sabha was announced on Sunday evening. The polls for all 543 seats will be held over a period of about 40 days over 7 phases. 91 seats in 20 states will go to polls in the first phase on April 11th. The states include Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Uttarakhand, Assam, Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Chhattisgarh, Tripura, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. In Phase 2, 97 seats in 13 states and union territories will go to the polls on April 18th. The states and union territories include Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Assam, Odisha, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Manipur, Tripura and Puducherry. The third phase will be held on April 23rd with 115 seats in 14 states and union territories going to polls. The states and union territories going to polls in this phase include Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha.
And now let's cut across. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is speaking.
इसके लिए मैं आपका और बांग्लादेश का बहुत आभारी हूँ। सबसे पहले तो मैं आम चुनाव के सफल संचालन के लिए बांग्लादेश की जनता का अभिनंदन करता हूं। साथ ही बहुत बड़े जनादेश के साथ प्रधानमंत्री शेख हसीना जी के ऐतिहासिक विजय के लिए उन्हें हार्दिक बधाई भी देता हूं। मुझे खुशी है कि आज बांग्लादेश से कुछ युवा सांसद भी यहाँ मौजूद है। फ्रेंड्स, प्रधानमंत्री शेख हसीना जी के साथ जैसे उन्होंने भी उल्लेख किया, मेरी ये 6ठी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस है। इतनी सरलता से इतनी बार किन्हीं 2 देशों के नेतृत्व के बीच में संपर्क होना अपने आप में दर्शाता है कि दोनों देशों के बीच संबंध कितने गहरे और मजबूत है। और ये वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस एक बहुत विशेष समय पर हो रही है। इस महीने 17 मार्च से बांग्लादेश में बंगबंधु के जन्म शताब्दी समारोह का शुभारंभ होने जा रहा है। और फिर 26 मार्च को बांग्लादेश की आज़ादी की 48वीं वर्षगांठ भी मनाई जाएगी। और इन दोनों तारीखों के बीच दोनों देशों में करोड़ों लोग होली का पवित्र त्योहार भी मनाएंगे। फ्रेंड्स, भारत और बांग्लादेश के बीच कनेक्टिविटी मजबूत करने की बात जब भी होती है तो उसका सबसे बड़ा प्रेरणा स्रोत मैं प्रधानमंत्री शेख हसीना जी के विजन को मानता हूं। और इसलिए मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता है कि आज हमने न सिर्फ ट्रांसपोर्ट बल्कि साथ ही नॉलेज में भी कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ाने के कदम उठाए हैं। बांग्लादेश से जुड़कर भारत का नेशनल नॉलेज नेटवर्क अब बांग्लादेश के स्कॉलर्स और रिसर्च संस्थानों को भारत और पूरे विश्व के साथ जोड़ने वाली एक मजबूत कड़ी बनेगा। बसों और ट्रक्स की आपूर्ति बांग्लादेश सरकार द्वारा एफोर्डेबल पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट प्रदान करने के प्रयासों में सहायक भूमि अदा करेगी। वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स हजारों घरों में शुद्ध पेयजल पहुंचाएंगे और कम्युनिटी क्लिनिक्स इससे लगभग 2 लाख लोग लाभान्वित होंगे, जिन्हें अपने घरों के पास स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं उपलब्ध होगी। ये सभी प्रोजेक्ट्स सीधे रूप से जनता के जीवन से जुड़े हुए हैं। ये प्रोजेक्ट्स दर्शाते हैं कि भारत बांग्लादेश संबंध दोनों देशों की जनता की क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ सुधारने के लिए महत्वपूर्ण और सकारात्मक भूमिका अदा कर रहे हैं। फ्रेंड्स, भारत और बांग्लादेश के लोगों के संबंध आत्मीयता और पारिवारिक भावनाओं से परिपूर्ण संबंध है। बांग्लादेश का विकास भारत के लिए खुशी का विषय तो है ही, हमारे लिए प्रेरणा का स्रोत भी है। प्रधानमंत्री शेख हसीना जी ने बांग्लादेश के विकास के लिए महत्वाकांक्षी लक्ष्य तय किए हैं। 2021 तक बांग्लादेश को मिडिल इनकम कंट्री बनाने और 2041 तक डेवलप कंट्री बनाने के उनके विजन को साकार करने में सहयोग करना हमारे लिए गर्व का विषय है। एक्सेलेंसी, साथ मिलकर पिछले 5 वर्षों में भारत बांग्लादेश संबंधों के सोनाली अध्याय के लिए काम करने को मैं अपना बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य मानता हूं। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि पिछले 5 वर्ष हमारे लिए जितने गौरवशाली रहे हैं, आगामी 5 वर्षों में हमारे द्विपक्षीय संबंध उससे भी अधिक ऊंचाई हासिल करेंगे। ये मेरा विश्वास भी है और प्रतिबद्धता भी। और मेरा ये विश्वास आज और भी अधिक मजबूत हुआ है क्योंकि आज मुझे बांग्लादेश से यहाँ आए कई युवा सांसदों और नेताओं से मिलने का अवसर मिला। उनकी प्रतिभा और कर्मठता में मैं भारत बांग्लादेश संबंधों का उज्जवल भविष्य देखता हूं। भारत बांग्लादेश बंधुत्व चिरंजीवी हो। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the close of this inauguration ceremony. I would like to thank our distinguished guests, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, His Excellency the Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, and Minister of External Affairs, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, for joining us this afternoon.
This was Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bangladeshi counterpart Sheikh Hasina, who jointly inaugurated 4 projects, including the supply of 1,100 buses and trucks to Bangladesh Road Transport Corporation, and both the leaders launched the schemes by video conference. All right, let's get you some other news now. President Ramnath Kovind conferred Padma Awards to 56 personalities at Rashtrapati Bhavan today, including late actor Kader Khan, Akali Dal leader Sukhdev Singh Dhinsa and renowned journalist Kuldeep Nair. Padma Bhushan was presented to Malayalam actor Mohanlal, South African politician Praveen Jugnauth and former Cisco leader John Chambers. Parliamentarians Hukumdev Narayan Yadav and Sukhdev Singh Dhinsa and late journalist Kuldeep Nair. Padma Shri was conferred to various personalities including chess player Harika, table tennis player Sharat Kamal, social workers Bhagirathi Devi and Mukta Ben Dagli, actor Prabhudev, music director Shankar Mahadevan, former civil servant S. Jay Shankar, agriculturist Rajkumari Devi and Babu Lal Dahiya, archaeologist Dilip Chakravarti and hematologist Mameen Chandy. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi were also present for the event at Rashtrapati Bhavan. 50,000 nominations were received for the 2019 awards. While 112 personalities were named for the awards, 56 were awarded today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the role of security forces like Central Industrial Security Forces or the CISF becomes very significant when the country faces a hostile neighbor. Addressing the 50th Raising Day ceremony of CISF on Sunday, PM Modi made it very clear that terrorism shows its face in different forms when the conspiracies to hit the nation internally find a safe haven. The Prime Minister added that CISF personnel are protecting the country's developmental growth by maintaining round-the-clock vigil. He also recalled the services rendered by the CISF personnel not only in the country but also abroad in the times of humanitarian crisis. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also issued a stern warning to terrorist forces targeting India, saying that the country cannot keep suffering forever. Congratulating the CISF, the Prime Minister also said that it is easier to protect an individual but very difficult to protect any institution where there is a daily footfall of 30 lakh.
आपकी ये उपलब्धि इसलिए महत्वपूर्ण बन जाती है क्योंकि जब पड़ोसी बहुत हॉस्टाइल हो, युद्ध लड़ने की उसकी क्षमता न हो और भारत के भीतर ही अलग अलग प्रकार से घात करने के षड्यंत्रों को वहां से पनाह मिलती हो, बल मिलती हो, आतंक का रूप, घिनौना रूप अलग अलग स्वरूप में प्रकट होता है, तब ऐसी मुश्किल चुनौती के बीच देश की रक्षा, देश के संसाधनों की रक्षा, सुरक्षा, ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी चुनौती होती है। थोड़ी देर पहले जब यहां परेड चल रही थी तो मैं वो ऊर्जा, वो संकल्प अनुभव कर पा रहा था जो वैभवशाली भारत के निर्माण के लिए आवश्यक है। सीआईएसएफ से जुड़े आप सभी लोगों ने राष्ट्र की संपदा को सुरक्षित रखने में अहम भूमिका निभाई है। नए भारत की नई और आधुनिक व्यवस्थाओं को सुरक्षित करने के लिए, देश की आशाओं और आकांक्षाओं को सशक्त करने के लिए आप निरंतर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। ऐसी इंस्टीट्यूशन, शासन में बैठे हुए लोग कैबिनेट में एक फाइल को मंजूर कर दे, इससे नहीं होती है। 50 साल तक लगातार हजारों लोगों ने आवश्यकताओं को ध्यान में रखते हुए उसको विकसित किया है, तब जाकर के ऐसी इंस्टीट्यूशन बनती है और देश के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा विश्वास का संबल बन जाती है। और इसलिए आपको जितनी बधाई दूं उतनी कम है।
In midday news, time for a very short break. Stay tuned for more news and updates on the other side.
Rabindranath Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for his book Gitanjali. In 1950, he composed the music and lyrics for India's national anthem, Jana Gana Mana. And when Bangladesh became independent in 1971, they chose Tagore's song, Amar Shonar Bangla, as its national anthem. Tagore's life and works have made him a cultural icon, studied the world over, even into the 21st century.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Big story from Jammu and Kashmir, where 3 militants, including 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, were gunned down in an encounter in Tral. The mastermind of the 14th of February Pulwama terror attack is also believed to have been killed in the encounter that lasted past midnight. The security forces launched a cordon and search operation in Pinglish after receiving specific intelligence input about the presence of militants in the area. A gunfight ensued after militants opened fire on security forces who were conducting searches. Security forces have recovered 2 AK-47 rifles and a pistol from the encounter site. And 12 years after blasts on board the Samjhauta Express, NIA court in Panchkula is likely to pronounce the verdict in the case today. Improvised explosive devices were used in the attack that killed 68 people, including Pakistanis. After the blast, fire engulfed 2 coaches of the train near Panipat in Haryana on the night of 18th of February 2007. While the NIA has named 8 people as accused in the case, the main accused, Sunil Joshi, was killed in 2007. The NIA, in its investigation, had concluded that improvised explosive devices, or the IEDs, were used to trigger blasts in Samjhauta Express, which caused a fire in 2 bogies. And the Supreme Court has said that it is not in favor of passing an order at this stage and will refer the issue of a 10% quota for economically weaker sections across all classes to a constitution bench. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi said that it will hear the plea on 28th of March and will consider whether the matter is required to be referred to a constitution bench. The bench asked senior advocate Rajiv Dhawan, who was appearing for the petitioner, to file a short note of the points which they have raised in their application. The government has so far transferred 5,215 crore rupees to over 2.6 crore small and marginal farmers under the PMKisan scheme announced in last month's interim budget. Ahead of the general election, the centre said that 75,000 crore rupees Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, under which 6,000 rupees per year would be disbursed in 3 installments to around 12 crore farmers who hold cultivable land up to 2 hectares. In the budget, the NDA government had allocated a sum of 20,000 crore rupees to transfer 2,000 rupees each to farmers in the first installment by March end for the ongoing fiscal under the scheme. The scheme was formally launched at national level by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 24th of February at Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh by transferring the first installment to 1.01 crore farmers, totaling 2,021 crore rupees. The top international story, Ethiopian Airlines grounded its Boeing 737 MAX 8 fleet after a crash that killed 157 passengers, including 4 Indians and 8 crew. All 149 passengers and 8 crew members on board died when Nairobi-bound flight ET302 came down just 6 minutes after taking off from Addis Ababa on Sunday. Now, people holding passports from 32 countries and the United Nations were on board the plane, which plowed into a field just 60 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa. Ethiopian and American investigators will now probe the crash. Rescue crews were retrieving human remains from the wreckage. Ethiopian Airlines confirmed that there were no survivors. And Sushma Swaraj has tweeted, "I am sorry to know about the unfortunate crash of Ethiopian Airlines plane ET302. We have lost 4 Indian nationals in the crash. I have asked Indian High Commissioner in Ethiopia to provide all possible assistance to the bereaved families." One of the dead was Sheikh, who was a consultant with the Ministry of Environment and Forests. She was traveling to attend the UNEP meeting in Nairobi. Now, world leaders have offered condolences to the next of kin. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has also condoled the accident and said that he was deeply saddened at the tragic loss of lives, as it emerged that the UN staff are also among those dead. On to some cricket news now. Australia defeated India by 4 wickets in the 4th one-day international, levelling the 5-match series 2-all in Mohali on Sunday. Electing to bat first after winning the toss, India scored 358 for the loss of 9 wickets in their stipulated 50 overs. Shikhar Dhawan struck a career-best 143 along with Rohit Sharma, who scored 95 runs to set up the target. For Australia, PJ Cummins took a maximum 5 wickets. While the Australians did not give in to the scoreboard pressure, despite having lost 2 wickets for just 12 runs, it was a series of missteps that led to India's demise. Ashton Turner hit an unbeaten 84 runs off 43 balls with 5 boundaries and as many as 6 sixes to help Australia win in only 47.5 overs. The partnership of 86 of 39 balls between Turner and Alex Carey became the turning point after Peter Hanscomb and Usman Khawaja had set the platform with a 192-run 3rd wicket stand. News from boxing, where Kavinder Singh Bisht struck gold at the 38th GB boxing tournament in 56 kg category in Finland on Sunday. In a rare all-Indian final, Bisht was up against Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Husamuddin in the 56 kg summit clash. Boxer Shiv Thapa clinched the silver medal in the 60 kg category. India won 3 more silvers to end a fine Indian campaign at the tournament. Sumit Sangwan, former youth world champion, Sachin Sewach and Naveen Kumar got bronze medals in their respective categories. Around 100 boxers from 15 countries are competing in the tournament. And with this, we wrap up this edition of Midday News. Thanks for watching.